So I might be death obsessed, but I just want to come back to one thing because it blows me away to think of two people who don't know each other, who are compelled by separate forces, are now standing 50 feet away in a kill or be killed situation.
Yeah.
How in your view do people react in that situation? Like, did you ever see fear in their eyes? Do they scream to, like any strange behavior? What's that situation like? Or, in your experience?
Yeah. For me, I guess, and this is, like when it's happening, like he said earlier, he used the term muscle memory, and that's a term we actually use quite a bit. It's called reflexive fire drills. We do these things called reflexive fire drills. These ready-ups, where you acquire, identify, and engage your target in a matter of whatever, it just becomes muscle memory, like you were saying. That one guy I referenced earlier, that turned towards me. He had this sort of this, and I didn't really think about it until later. Maybe this is something I created in my own mind because I didn't really focus on it, really think that much about it until years afterwards. He had a look of, hate, contempt, almost like fucking how dare you.
And he didn't have fear of you, which must have been strange, right?
That guy wasn't scared.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, he was ready to die. Absolutely. I'll tell you, this one guy, he went out like a fucking champ. I mean, like, not like a champ. He went out like Al Pacino from Scarface.
Yeah.
This guy was hucking grenades and hucking grenades like a motherfucker, and he had two AK-47s like Yosemite Sam strapped around him. And I remember we couldn't get to the guy. We tried sneaking. He was up against a wall, and we tried sneaking around and throwing grenades over the wall to kill him. Didn't fucking die. Fucking still.
I have a thing with the rats
still
in my
just
garage
throwing
right
fucking
now.
Grenades.
Yeah.
And so anyway, literally, it got to the point where we were like, well, let's just fucking. And he was the only guy there, and we were like, yeah, we could do all this sneaky, surreptitious shit. But you know what? We got this area contained. He's not going anywhere. Let's just fucking back up and drop a bomb on this fucking guy, right? Seemed like a sound idea. So that's what we did.
So you took a cartoon strategy.
Yeah. We literally backed off, and we called in. We had our JTAC call for fire, and fucking boom, bomb, target, Bill. I mean, just a massive explosion. I remember it was just a big fucking explosion. And then I was
how
like,
much did that bomb cost?
a lot. Didn't cost more than American life.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
So anyway, I remember going. We were going in to do at this point what was just going to be a battle damage assessment. Basically, just go back and try to recover any part of DNA from this guy that we could, which we would do. We would collect
DNA. It's so
DNA.
funny to me, but it's just so overkill. It's amazing.
We would collect DNA from these fucking people, and that's a whole other thing. But I remember going up to this guy, okay, and he was laying face down, and I went to. It was almost like it was out of a movie. I went to roll him over, and he let out this groan. Which, after I thought about it later, it was the
weight from his lungs.
It was the last bits of oxygen,
like a death rattle, basically.
Right? Yeah.
And you inhaled it and got high for weeks.
Scared the fucking shit out of me, and I grabbed my knife and I fucking stabbed this guy, and just fucking scared the shit. I mean, it didn't scare the shit out. It just caught me way off guard.
It scared the shit out of you.
He just had a fucking bomb drop. There's no reason you should be making any noise whatsoever. I was surprised he was still in one piece.
You just met the Afghani Terminator for all the
Yeah, exactly.
And
I fucking stabbed this guy. And then I just remember being very impressed at he just looked like a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, I remember I rolled him over and it was perfect. I mean, he had his AK-47s like this. He still had a shitload of grenades all over him. This fucking big gnarly beard, you know, and this really kind of evil, pissed off look. Like,
Yeah.
it was the epitome of what everybody thinks a terrorist should fucking look like.
Absolutely,
This
right.
fucking guy. You know,
Was he screaming at you too as he was shooting?
Yeah, I don't. It was really loud. I don't remember it all, but yeah, dude, he went out.
Yeah.
You know, he went out like, I mean, literally, he cost the taxpayer probably fucking $500,000. You know.
So in a way, he won.
In a way, he did win.
Economically,
Yeah, never paid taxes a day in his life.
Exactly.
Son of a bitch.
I'm still paying for that motherfucker.
You are.